We're having fun here today. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. I'm here with MsLauren Leak, who is the owner and founder of Bloom Life Consulting.
Yes.
How you doing, Lauren? Nice to meet you.
I am wonderful. How are you?
Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming.
You're very welcome.
So, tell us a little bit about you, where you're from.
A little bit about me. I'm a mom of 3 boys. I homeschool 3 of them. Their ages are 9, 7, and 1. Where I'm from, I'm an East Coast Army brat.
Oh, East Coast, whereabouts?
Like DC, Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Okay, all over the East Coast.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. But I graduated from Wingate University in Communications Per Relations. And now I live in Huntersville.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what was life like growing up, moving around? I'm sure, obviously, you did a lot of moving.
I did, but you know what? I loved it because I love experiencing new things, new people, and that's something that I want my boys to like experience and understand. So that's why we chose to homeschool, so they can get that experience. Yeah,
homeschool is neat.
Yeah,
I wish I was homeschooled.
It's fun. Make it fun.
Yeah. So, tell us about your business and your idea, how it started, where it all began.
Well, Bloom Life Consulting is a life consulting business, of course. We specialize in personal success. We don't necessarily work from the outside in. It's more to make you feel like $1 million and get you motivated to start your journey and keep you motivated. So we do life coaching, motivational speaking, and some seminars.
Okay.
The background behind it was I woke up one day and I was someone else's wife, mother, daughter, friend, therapist, counselor. And so I didn't realize, where my passion lied. And so I had a many mornings. Me and my mom are very close. We're best friends. And so over coffee, we talked about what our passion was. And, from that, Bloom Life bloomed. And, I started in August and got a lot accomplished. Yep.
Good. So how does one begin a consulting business? What do you have to do?
Well, there is some schooling behind it. It's not just,
you just can't hang up a sign and say, I'm going to tell you what to do?
It doesn't work like that, no. Well, honestly.
I know people who think that.
Yeah, right? No, but whenever you decide to go into the life consulting business, you have to understand that it is someone else's life that you're dealing with. Right. And I always want anyone around me to feel happy, to feel positive, to feel motivated once they leave. So I did a lot of research. I got a lot of different certifications. I wanted to specialize in personal success, not necessarily the business aspect of it, because I'm definitely not in it to make money. I'm in it to make sure that I empower any and everyone that I come across. So I know that one of your questions will be about my challenges, and it is stop doing things for free. I can't stop doing things for free.
Everybody wants stuff for free.
Right, but you know what? Like,
it's hard to eat that way.
I've been there. I've been to where I've needed a resource and didn't have the funds. And so I never want anyone to not come to me simply because they don't have the funds. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I rather, access me on Facebook, YouTube, follow videos, just so you can get that inspiration. That's always free.
Yeah.
And it's always free to do a consultation with me, for sure.
Awesome. Okay. So tell us about some of your unique skills that are involved in being a life coach, consultant.
Oh my gosh, when I saw that question, I have a great support system, and so we sat down and we're like, unique skills, wait a minute, I don't know, but I would definitely say perseverance, determination. Something very unique about me is I do look at the glass half full. I tell everyone this. My mom told me one time I could fall down the steps, and instead of getting upset about it or embarrassed, I jump up and say, woo, I got down here fast, and I keep going. I've always done that. I always look at the bright side of everything, because I feel like you can get an experience and a lesson from good, bad, awful experiences, and you just keep it moving. Awesome. You learn from it, and you just keep going. One other unique thing about me is I do go through horrible, awful, bad times, sad times, and all that, but I don't let that shape who I am.
Right.
And so I never want that to come across to my clients. So I would say that is very unique, because it doesn't really faze me.
Okay, that's a hard thing to do sometimes. How do you
yeah.
how do you deal with things that are
Well,
on the negative side and bad? And...
The first thing that I do is self-reflection, and
Okay.
I say, hey, you know what would I tell someone else? And then I try it, and if it doesn't work, then I might not need to tell someone else that,
Right.
you know. But I look back to all the good that I did do. I look back and see how I can learn from something, and how I could have done it different and prepare myself the next time.
Mhm.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
But I guess the main thing is my grandmother always said, don't have any regrets. And I don't. Like, I've done some crazy, I can't cuss, some crazy stuff, you know. I've done some really crazy things, but I will say, like, I don't regret any of it. I look back and I say, woo, I had fun, you know.
That's cool.
And then I keep it moving. Like, what did I learn from this? And then I apply it.
Okay, what's your favorite memory related to starting this business? What was...
Oh my gosh, all of my memories are so good because once I start talking to someone, they start smiling, they start laughing and everything. I actually was at a networking event yesterday, and they were going around the room and everyone was so serious and it got so tense, you know. And then by the time they got to me, like, I bounced up, I told a joke, and everyone like started laughing, and at the end they were like, you know what, we really needed that.
Yeah.
We really needed you to come in and, like, you know, bring some sunshine. So
And your smile is very contagious.
thank you. They said that too. They said that too, because you know what, you got to be thankful for your bad days, because you wouldn't know what your good days felt like.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. What is one of the common myths about your business?
Thank you for asking that question. Yes. One of the myths I would say about being a life coach, because I'm a life purpose life coach, is that we have it all together. No, not
You're
by
not, you're not a perfect person?
No, we are not perfect by any means. We make mistakes, but what it is, the difference between us and other people is that we learn from it. We devise a plan on how to get through it. Not a lot of people devise a plan on how to get through the next thing. They say, you know what, that sucked, and they keep going. But they don't prepare themselves for that next, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we do is we make mistakes all day, every day. But we learn from it. We grow. We don't let that define who we are. I think that's one of the myths. Someone told me one time, you know, because like I said, I like to do crazy things sometimes, that before I'm a life coach or whatever, I should like get it together. And I'm like, why? You know, because I won't be relatable.
Wow. Get
You
it
know?
together.
Yeah, but you know,
Some-
I like.
They think you're supposed to be all like real serious and pious and walk around. And...
Exactly, like, you know, really stern and really like, you know, I'm working out every day. I'm drinking water. Look, I just now started drinking water today. That I'm supposed to have this schedule, and no, I don't. I don't have this schedule, but I'm happy, and I can tell you how to be happy.
Awesome.
I can do that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. I can edit in here, so. What's something you wish you had known about being a coach before you started being a coach?
Oh my gosh, to get a mentor.
A mentor?
Yeah, to get a mentor. I think a lot of people jump in headfirst into any and every business, into consulting or, you know, video or whatever, but to get someone, not necessarily that you're imitating their every step, but that's been there in your industry, so they can kind of lead you along. My very first business was cheerleading, and, you know, being a cheerleader from like 8 years old all the way up to doing semi-pro and stuff, that I was like, oh, I got this. I got this. But you know what? I didn't have this. I knew how to coach. I knew how to dance and to tumble and do all those things. But I didn't know how to do the business aspect of it, to do the marketing aspect of it. So I do myself have a life coach, you know, because, yeah, there's some rough times. There's some times where it's like, is this what I want to do? You know? But I truly feel that God's led me to do this, you know, like to inspire my kids. They wake up every day, no matter what our bad day was beforehand. They wake up every day. Today's gonna be a great day, and we're gonna have an awesome day, and stuff like that. And so that is what I want to instill in my children and instill in everyone else.
That's a really, really good outlook to have too. It's, when you go to bed, you wake up, it's brand new.
Oh yeah,
Nothing's
clean
unless
slate.
you bring it with you. Nothing from yesterday is there.
That's it. Unless you bring it with you.
Right.
I love that. I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
Hey, put a note in that.
Okay,
I'm gonna take that.
Okay. What advice would you give someone who wanted to become a life coach? How would they start a business like this?
I would say definitely go to school.
Okay.
Go to school for it, and that just kind of get your certifications. Do a lot of different case studies. Read a lot of different case studies.
Mhm.
You know, the people that you've helped before, because you're not just going to jump into life coaching. It's got to be something that you've been kind of doing. You know, I have a lot of friends that were coming to me beforehand. I didn't realize I've been a life coach for like almost 10 years.
I think anyone
Yeah.
who is a mom is basically a life coach because
Referee,
Yeah.
life coach.
I remember growing up with my mom having to, come between us sometimes.
There
And
you
you go
go.
over that corner, you hit that corner,
Yes.
stop it, think about
Yes,
this.
exactly.
Quit fighting with your sister.
Oh man, like even
What are you
today,
doing?
like
Yeah.
it's WWE in my house every day, all day. But the advice that I would give is remember your why you got started.
Okay.
You know, because you don't want to put anyone else's life in your hands and give them the wrong advice. It's easy to do because you're giving the advice based off of your experience.
All right.
But you have to sit, you have to listen and understand that their experience is kind of, it's not going to be the same.
Isn't there a book called Find Your Why?
Finding your why.
Finding Your Why.
That, and I actually want to write one that says, remember your why.
Remember your why.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Remember
That would
your
be
why.
Okay. What are some of the resources you've used in growing your business and becoming a life coach?
Oh, free stuff all day.
Free stuff.
Free
stuff is
99.
great.
Yeah, for sure. I would say I utilize Facebook, Instagram, all the marketing free resources that you can get. I built my own website, so, because who's got money
Right.
for someone to
Right.
$1,000 to build? No,
I didn't
don't
know
have
that hard to build anymore either.
No, but you know what? It is tedious.
Yeah.
It is tedious. It's very tedious. But that and to have a support system. Because whenever you have a support system that comes all together, you have someone that specializes in this, and so when you're working off the barter experience, hey, I can do this for you if you can do this for me. That's how a lot of entrepreneurs are getting started now, and that's something that I definitely utilize for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in growing my video business, I've done a lot of free stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And you have to start somewhere to get out there. You can't just hang up a shingle and say, "Okay, do this now. Come pay me to do it."
Exactly. You have to build that portfolio.
Right. In becoming a life coach and going through the process, what's something you didn't expect that happened? Something in your journey you didn't know was going to happen that kind of surprised you?
Because I'm very transparent person. I'm going to tell the viewers the real thing.
Okay.
The real. I didn't expect that the one-on-one wouldn't fulfill me as much as I had thought that it would.
What do you mean?
Because whenever I get clients, I want to be sure they're ready to get excited, that they're ready to start that journey. And if they're not ready, which is okay because not everyone's ready, is that they're open-minded. They remain open-minded. Because the way that I work is, we look at what is most important to you. Is it your family? Is it, getting healthy? Is it overcoming, a lot of things in your past? Or is it overcoming your fears going forward? So I customize a blueprint for you to follow. I'll give you homework and all those things that check in, and as long as I'm doing my part, I would hope that they would do their part, but that's not always the case. And that's kind of disappointing to me. Yeah. So I didn't expect to be disappointed whenever that they didn't do their homework. That kind of breaks my heart. I'm not sure why, but
Right.
it does. Because I want them to succeed, no matter what.
Plus, you're putting out for them. You're going through,
Right,
and you
yeah.
expect them to at least grab a rein and hold
Exactly.
on.
Yeah, exactly. And and it's not like, and I guess it's kind of like how dentists feel. Like I cleaned your teeth and now you're back with like cavities and like what are you doing at home? And so like I didn't realize that would affect me as much as it did. So I kind of moved towards public speaking, so I can kind of encourage the masses. If you take it, you take it. If you don't, you don't. But at least I got my message out there.
Okay. Now, as a life coach, I heard you mention about losing weight or having a better attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Your shingle, what you do encompasses all of that.
Well, what I do is basically I specialize in personal success, and that's getting you excited about whatever journey you decide to take.
Okay.
If it is, weight loss. Now, look, I'm not a weight loss coach. You can look at my face; it's nice and round. There's no diet here, not at all. I don't miss a meal. But but what I do for you is to map out how you're going to get to your goal. One thing that I'm finding is that we plan these things, we have our goals, but we don't put in the work of making the blueprint on how we're going to get there. And that's what I do for you.
Okay.
So it could be that you want to be a professional basket weaver. Okay, well, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get excited about basket weaving. I'm going to bring you like all these resources that I found, and I'm going to get you really excited. And when you're going home and you're like, you know what, Lauren, I'm not that excited about basket weaving anymore. Then you come back to me, we sit down and we figure out why. But if it's something that someone has said, if it's something that can be, handled, then I keep you excited about your journey. So it's not necessarily that I specialize in like weight loss or, making $1 million, because I don't have $1 million. But I do have that excitement in remembering my why to keep going.
Awesome. What 3 people in your life have influenced you most?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Nikki Giovanni, for sure. Obama, because out of all the controversy, he kept going.
Uh-huh.
He kept going and he keeps smiling. That's what I like. I didn't have a third person, but I will say that my husband and my mom are my biggest supporters. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I start this, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, go, go, go. I feel like my husband sometimes is like, she's going to do some crazy stuff, but I'll just hold her at a little leash and just let her and reel me back in whenever he sees things getting dangerous.
Wow.
And my mom, she's that visionary, and she keeps me grounded. She does, and it's from a supportive standpoint. If I need someone to hold the sign in the back or whatever for 19 hours, she's out there. If my husband needs to come and to do all the heavy lifting, he's out there. So I guess that's 4.
Cool. If you could have a billboard with anything on it, what would it be and why?
It would say, be yourself unapologetically.
Okay, explain.
Yes. Why? Because we spend so much time worried about what other people think of us that we miss out on life. And that we're so unhappy and we always second guess ourselves, when if we are ourselves unapologetically, we are extremely happy. I will say that I'm a very late person. I own that. I own it. I'm going to be late. Don't expect me to be on time.
I don't feel bad for being late today now.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. I'm one of those people, I'm going to find the good in everything that happens. Okay, so don't come at me thinking that I'm going to feel sorry because I'm not. But I am going to tell you how to be happy about it or whatever. So definitely be yourself without any apologies.
Okay. If you could turn back time and talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you say?
I would say do the hard part first.
Okay. What do you mean?
Oh, my mom, she used to say that, and I didn't get it until I was like 25. But do the hard part first. Lay that foundation, because if you did, then you wouldn't be struggling so much later in life. Say, for instance, once I got to college, I went to be a pharmacist, but I forgot I hated science. And so I wasn't able to get through any of the science classes that, they required. So I decided to change my major. But if I was a pharmacist now, then, I would have a better foundation financially, for sure.
By all that science.
Yeah, no. No.
Mine is math.
You know what? I got a Bachelor of Science, and I took all math classes.
Wow.
Yep. I love math.
What's your best tip for making the world a better place?
Oh, remember, everyone that you come across is fighting a battle you know nothing about.
I like that.
So, when you walk into the store and that person's being ugly, rude, or whatever, remember that it wasn't you that did that. They're fighting a battle you know nothing about. For instance, like say that you wanted $20 on pump 3, and they're new. They're brand new. They've been getting everything wrong all day. And then here you come with your money and you're in a rush. And you're just like, you know what? Just never mind. You have to understand that, they're going through something that you know nothing about. So be kind. Be nice.
It falls into, practice Buddhism. And one of the big teachings of Buddhism is mindfulness.
Yes.
And that's kind of the same thing where you
Exactly.
don't think about yourself all the time. Think about what's going on around you. Other people, like you said, are dealing with their own things.
Exactly. And you know what? And as long as you adopt that attitude, a lot of stuff will just roll off your back. Just keep going. Yeah.
And in that same vein, there's been times where other jobs I've had where things weren't going right. And guys I'm working with are getting really frustrated and getting mad and banging on stuff.
Right, exactly.
And I'm like, what's wrong? This isn't working. Well, it's supposed to work. So what's wrong? Well, it ain't doing this, it ain't doing that. I said, okay, look, it's not this. It's you. You're figure out what you're doing wrong.
Right.
And make it work right.
Right, exactly. I tell my boys all the time, you have to tell me what's wrong so I can fix it.
Right.
But as long as you're like acting out about it or whatever, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to get done about it.
Cool. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Okay, so I would have dinner with John Beeson to show him that I'm, the Carolina football player.
Okay. I
had lunch with him once, and he told the people around him, do not give her any more Red Bull. Look, I was excited. I was nervous. I was excited, but I wanted to show him that I'm not always like this. I'm not always bouncy, that I'm chill sometimes. Not today, but, I'm chill sometimes. Let's see. Oprah. Everybody wants to have dinner with Oprah, right?
Right.
I kind of want to do it because it's my husband's like biggest fan. Like he is her biggest fan. It's crazy. Wow. But I just want to say that, hey, I had dinner with your girl. And I just kind of want to hold it.
Rub it in his face.
Yeah, there you go. And let's see. Oh gosh, I don't know, because on the other hand, there's so many people that I idolize, but then again, they put their pants on one leg at a time, just like we do.
Right. So
I don't really get all that starstruck unless it's John Beeson. That guy. But, I don't really get starstruck like that. And I don't, I just keep in mind that, hey, they put their pants on one leg at a time as well. So.
Yeah. What would you talk about?
How's the weather? I would talk about, just regular stuff. I probably read their books or, listen to them speak. So, yeah. Oh, Tony Robbins probably.
Tony Robbins?
Yeah, pick his brain.
What kind of podcast did you listen to?
Oh, I listen to Nicole Walters, simply because she's just real. I love her because she's just real. Transformation Church, there again, he's just real. He's speaking, positivity into everyone. And there's a lot of like mom podcasts to make me not feel so bad. About, just keeping it together. I have this saying that I just keep the little humans alive. I'm just keeping them alive right now. Yeah.
What's the last book you read?
Oh, I'm sure it was like a school book. It was like a counseling.
Nothing exciting.
Oh, what's the millionaire book by the Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Oh yeah, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes, yes. He actually shed some light on, why some demographics don't have, the mindset that they need to succeed. Yeah. Not just from a money standpoint, but just in general. And so, that's something that I hold true. I gave it to my brother, so hopefully he's reading it as well. Doubt it.
The biggest thing I got from him was change your mindset from I can't afford it to what do I have to do to afford it.
There you go. Yes.
That really lit up a light in my head.
Yes. Exactly. Like, what do I need to do to get there? And that's kind of, I guess, the premise behind making the blueprint to get to your goals. You know, physically, mentally, emotionally. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Look at you.
What?
Golly.
Yeah, we got this going
Smart
on.
guy.
MsLauren, I really appreciate you being on the podcast.
Yes.
It's been a joy and a big bubble balloon. And I love it. I can see why you would be an awesome life coach. If people want to use you for your services, how do they get up with you? Speak a little bit so I can fix your.
1, 2, mic check. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4.
You know how to do it.
Check. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4.
Keep going.
1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4.
Sing it, Beyonce.
1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And no. Okay.
You can watch yourself doing that too.
Right? Yes. Yes. This is the stuff that I want people to see. You know, it's like the real, because a lot of people, they get on camera and they're like one way.
It's more like a role play. Just be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself, you know? Just not let it all hang out, but like, you know, be yourself, and then that way you're more personable. You got hair right there. It's going to tickle your lip. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good to go. Looks good. Levels all look good. Let me turn this up just a little bit more. Which one is this one? All right. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Ready to roll?
I'm ready.
All right.
Hey, hold on.
Just kidding.
You ready, Daniel?
3, 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. I'm with MsLauren Leak, who is the co-founder is the owner. Let's start again.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Check.
If you could have a billboard on.
Take 2.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm laughing because I just did my radio show, like the episode 2, and all you hear is I'm Lauren with. So that was funny. Email me at Lauren. No, it's not at Lauren. It's Lauren at bloomlifeconsulting.com, or you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Bloom Life Consulting.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck to you, and good luck in your business.
Thank
and
you.
Keep that smile going. It's very contagious.
I'm trying.
All right. Awesome. Thanks.
Yep.
And okay.
Come on, David. Hit my button.
Oh, nice water. Ms. Laverne Leak.
What? Oh my God, you messed up that name.
MsLauren. There's like a
Yes.
V in there.
MsLauren.
My glasses.
Wait a minute.
I know.
Who have we been talking to?
I know.
Email. Lauren. Miss Lauren.
MsLauren Leak.
Yes.
All right, there we go.